It's kind of bunched. Yeah, there you go. Try and pull it straight. That might actually work. There you go. Don't drop the puppy. Okay. Pull this up over your arm. There you go. Okay. Titus!
I'm so tired.
You need a nap, dude?
Look at him, he's just tired.
We spoke of was and when, although I wasn't there. He said I was his friend, which came as some surprise. I spoke into his eyes. I thought you died alone a long, long time. There are only 3 STARS members left now. Captain Wesker, Jill, and myself. We don't know where Barry is.
Chris Redfield. Jill Valentine. Barry Burton. Rebecca Chambers. Albert Wesker. Resident Chicken Zero.
What's up, everybody? This is the Resident Chicken Zero stream tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very, very excited. I do need to check the sound, though, so bear with me a moment. Stream tonight. Sounding beautiful. David, are you there?
I am here.
David's here, too. David, say things.
I am saying things frequently and without pause. Definitely not trying to improv this on the fly.
Perfect.
I am.
Perfect.
Okay, cool.
We're going to be watching the 1987 classic Blood Diner, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very...
Never heard of Blood Diner.
That's why I chose it, David. A lot of people haven't heard of this gym. Directed by Jackie Kong. Originally, this was supposed to be a remake of Herschel Gordon Lewis movie Blood Feast, which I'm not a big fan of. Herschel Gordon Lewis. Am I saying his name right? Do you know what I'm talking about, David?
Nope, not in the least.
Oh, he was a director from back in the day. So Jackie Kong was kind of remaking what he did, and I feel like she made a superior B film. I'm not going to ramble on too much about how this movie got made, but I did find out that Lawrence Kasanoff, the guy who started Lightning Videos? Lightning Pictures? What is it? Vestron had a subsidiary company. I thought it was Lightning something. Here. We have a computer right in front of us. Probably should have done this research before I started my stream, but...
Nonsense. The human aspect is what people crave.
Blood Diner. We'll do Wikipedia. Nothing like a good old Wikipedia info.
Yeah.
Okay.
God, I hope they cite their sources.
What the hell was it? It is Lightning Pictures. Okay, cool thing about Lightning Pictures is... So, Lawrence Kasanoff, I think I'm saying that right, one of the executive producers of this movie, he started Lightning Pictures. And I believe Lightning Pictures is who distributed The Toxic Avenger originally. I believe a Lightning Pictures logo comes up on my VHS that I have of The Toxic Avenger. That is a Troma movie, but I believe that's who distributed.
I was about to ask, didn't Troma wasn't able to self-distribute?
I guess not. I don't know. There's a Lightning Pictures thing on my VHS, so maybe not at that point.
I bet Troma could have done it in the digital age. Like, if Troma had started on YouTube, it would have taken the internet by storm.
They are on YouTube, and they actually they actually just remade the Toxic Avenger. Have you heard about this?
I have not.
Peter Dinklage, I think I'm saying his name right. Tyrion from Game of Thrones. He plays the Toxic.
Dinklage, yeah.
He's playing the Toxic Avenger in this new movie. and it looks great. And I know people who have seen it. I've been waiting to watch it for years. I actually got on Twitter a year ago, and I emailed the director. I twittered the director. Everybody who worked on the movie that I knew of, I sent them a tweet, including Peter Dinklage. So, still no. I think it should be coming out soon. We're hoping by October this year.
Yeah, I crave that. I need more. Was there a trailer released for it or anything like that?
Oh yeah, there is a trailer.
Fantastic.
Yeah, check it out. It's pretty good. It looks good. I've heard it was good, but we'll see. Jackie Kong directed this. Jackie Kong only worked on a couple of movies. She did The Underachievers, Night Patrol, and The Being. But Blood Diner is definitely her best project. She kind of got out of filmmaking, and more recently she's been working on a comic book. But
oh, sick.
Last bit of information. Sadly, one of the main characters, Rick Burks, he passed away 2 years after the making of this movie in 1989. He was in a car with a drunk driver and crashed into a tree. But Carl Crew, who plays Georgie, Carl Crew's still alive and doing well. The writer of this movie is a guy named Fleischwater. I was reading about this last night. David Saulnier, I think is how you say his name. He's like in the music industry. He's done a lot of music and stuff, and I guess he's a big deal down in LA. A lot of people know he does a lot of exploitation, and he works in pornography and stuff like that. Michael Saulnier.
Gotcha.
Better known as Ducky Fleischwater.
Ducky Fleischwater.
He is 70 years old, and he runs around with a punk band. He was in Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers, so that's cool.
How come we're not watching a movie called Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers?
Not as good as Blood Diner, man. Blood Diner had to be the first. I love this movie. I saw this movie when I was a little boy, and it's just a good movie.
I believe you. I believe you 100%, because Blood Diner has one of those titles that's like... Patton Oswalt does this bit about how he does punch-up scripts, and not all the scripts have gotten through, but one of the scripts that got through from a total stranger was called Deathbed, the bed that eats people. And that's kind of how I feel about Blood Diner. Blood Diner, the diner that bloods.
It's movies like Blood Diner and The Toxic Avenger that I give my movies the dumbest names possible. It hasn't worked out very well for me because nobody saw my horror movie that I made because I called it The Dead Baby. And when you type The Dead Baby into the internet, that's not good marketing strategy at all.
It's not.
Unless you want to get people who like looking at dead babies, in which case there's something...
Maybe there's a way that you can hook this into marketing for Death Stranding.
What? For
like the association with Dead Baby and then the babies in Death Stranding?
Here's my thought on The Dead Baby, the title.
Probably better than my thought. Go for it.
No, that's not bad. Dak and I argued about this. Dak, he starred in The Dead Baby. He begged me not to call it The Dead Baby. We should have called the movie Norman. I wanted to call it The Dead Baby because that is edgy. I was 23, I think, when we did that.
And we make all of our best decisions when we're in our early 20s.
Yeah, it should have been called Norman. But I figured the dead baby in the movie is the monster of the movie. It's not actually about... I mean, he is a dead baby. He's in a jar. But it's not like you feel bad for him. He's this evil entity. So I was like, no, the dead baby. That's cool. Nobody has a movie called The Dead Baby. I wanted it to be a double take on the fact that I knew this movie was not... I had $100 in my bank account when we made it. I knew nobody was ever going to see it. It was going to go on YouTube for free. It's kind of my dead baby, quite literally, as a movie. That's what I was thinking. And it works, I guess.
I set it free.
I put it out there. Anyways, Lawrence Kasanoff, one of the executive producers, the guy who started Lightning Pictures, he went on to start a company called... Where was it? I was reading about this last night. I was like, what the fuck? What did he call it?
I'm glad you said what the fuck. Now I know kind of what the tone of language we can use here is.
Yeah, Adult Show. Is it Threshold Entertainment? He started a company...
That sounds dope.
He started a company to work on Mortal Kombat movies. He was a producer on the original Mortal Kombat. He worked on... Yeah, so any Mortal Kombat movie, including the most recent 2021 reboot of Mortal Kombat, he was an executive on that as well.
No way. That was pretty good, that one, the new one that came out.
Yeah, he did some other stuff. He did Ghoulies 3, Class of 1999, Chud 2, Bud the Chud. He went from Ghoulies 3 in 1990 to True Lies in 1994, which is really weird. And then he went from True Lies to...
Whoa!
Yeah, he had a weird... He also was the executive producer on Strange Days, Bionicle, The Legend Reborn, which is a great movie. He did some Lego stuff.
Wow.
The thing that
what
really...
a range of projects.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But the thing that really caught my eye is, David, have you ever heard of an animated movie from... I think they started working on it in the early 2000s, but it came out in 2012. It's called Food Fight.
Yeah, oh my god, no. Really?
He was the director, screenwriter, and producer of Food Fight, which is something I wouldn't mind watching on here one day.
Every now and then when I think of Food Fight, the first thing that comes to my mind is how the hell did they get Christopher Lloyd into Food Fight? Somehow Charlie Sheen, I don't bat an eye in the least.
No.
But Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah. He also played the voice of Cheezel T. Weasel in Food Fight. So the guy there's 4 executive producers on Blood Diner. I was reading about that last night. I was like, with the guy who produced Blood Diner went on to do Food Fight. Like, okay. So just give you an idea of what you're about to get into, David. Before we start the movie, though, I needed to talk to you about something pretty important to me.
Me, brother.
David and I have been friends a long time, since we were the tender age of like 10 or 11. I think I was 10 when we became friends.
I was 8, I do believe.
Yeah, we were little kids. I remember I scared David. I put on Friday the 13th Part 4 on VHS and scared him.
Friday the 13th, and also, right now, one of my favorite movies of all time, still, Return of the Living Dead.
Yep.
With the Tar Man.
Oh, yeah.
And, it's hilarious, and it's great now, but back then I was just... It like decimated me, and I was like looking at it through my fingers.
My wife and I were talking about this because I don't let my son watch this stuff. I let him watch Day of the Dead recently, and the whole time I'm pulling up videos of how everything got made. It's just, I don't know, it's just a different time period, I guess. But my parents, I was watching Pulp Fiction when I was like 11, and I would not let my 11-year-old children watch Pulp Fiction now. So, anyways, Dave and I have been friends a long time. I've been showing him movies. He's shown me movies. We've shared interest in our nerdy lives for a long time. So that's why I invited David on here to be on here for Blood Diner, kind of bring back that old tradition of showing him stuff that he's never seen before. So David knows me well, and I wanted to ask him a question. I'm gonna go on to this really quick. Is that showing up okay?
I can't see squat. It says that you've minimized... Oh, there we go.
Yes, I minimized. Do you see what's on the stream, on the feed?
Yeah, I'm looking at the stream right now.
Okay, this woman... David, is it weird that I have a huge crush on this old woman? The grandma from Grandma Sheldon is just making me feel all kinds of weird. She's just... What is this? Why am I so attracted to this woman? Is this normal?
You know what? When I look at pictures 1 and 6... Is it 6? Yeah. So the one from Looper, and then the one at the beginning from at 65 and Potts or whatever.
Okay.
I see those two, and I'm like, I get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. I'm gonna roll with it then. I don't know if it's because she has a bun. My wife always has a bun. I don't know if it's because she's a heavy drinker. I'm not sure why.
She's like if B. Arthur got thrown into a centrifuge with Gwendolyn Christie.
She's like a hot B. Arthur, especially on Young Sheldon with her little like bun, her beehive thing that she's got going on. I don't know, man. I've been feeling funny. I've been
you know who Gwendolyn Christie is?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you just combine those two, yeah.
Okay, I just needed to know what you thought about that. I was just thinking about that before we started the stream, and I was feeling kind of weird about my...
Google grandma from Young Sheldon. I think I love her, but I don't know her name.
No clue. I thought she was on the ranch, but I don't think that actress was on there. Okay. Now, David, did the Blood Diner cut come up for you?
I am looking at it right now. Yes.
Oh, I can't.
I'm also adjusting volume.
Expand it just yet because I gotta switch over. We'll do this. Make sure everything looks good. Man, look, it's like I'm a professional streamer.
Look, Ma.
Oh, I hope my mom's not watching this.
Yeah, me too. Look, Ma.
All right. Good, we're set up. Okay, we're gonna watch Blood Diner. I got it all set up for us. David, I had to take this movie. You know how Joe Bob Briggs does do you remember Monster Vision? Did you ever watch that when you were a kid?
No, I don't think so.
You don't know who Joe Bob Briggs is. He has a show where he hosts horror movies he's on Shudder TV now as an old man. He does his drive-in totals, and his drive-in totals will have like how many breasts are in the movie, how many people get killed, how they get killed. It's fun, right?
Yeah.
I lost count of how many boobies are in this film, Blood Diner. There's so many boobies in this movie.
Well, you said you took a considerable amount of time to edit this for Twitch.
I did. I went on to Final Cut on my Mac, and I put censor bars on everything. I didn't want to cut anything because I didn't want to mess the integrity of the movie up. But you will not be seeing... If anybody sees a titty while this is streaming today, I would like you to email me a complaint to let me know I missed a titty. But I seriously...
Or at least subscribe to our OnlyFans.
It's almost comical, and it makes me sad because if you're not watching this live right now, this is the only time you're going to see this cut of this movie, because when I put it onto YouTube, the movie won't be on there. There's going to be a picture of Blood Diner, and this is going to turn into a film commentary. So, sorry, I don't have the rights to this. So, but we're going to watch it right now on Twitch. And I did my best to make sure there was no nudity. So, without further ado, are you ready? Are you ready, David?
So ready.
All right, we are going to watch Blood Diner.
Truly unusual.
He just took the body.
Oh my
He just picked that body up and chucked it.
They couldn't even have him, like, actor still for the take where he's in his lap. They're just like, no, we're working with the dummy now. Are you sure? I could. It'd be cool if I could afford to buy, like, a meal on the way home or something like that. Nah, man. Get out of here. We've got the dummy. We don't need you anymore. The dummy walks more naturally.
How do I...
Huh, what are we looking at?
I don't have any control over your volume.
Oh, you can right-click me in the call on the left.
On the left, right-click you.
Oh. Scop, plibbity bop bop, chee bop, bada bada bop.
And then do I go...
Oh, is volume not an option on there?
Not on mine. I got profile.
Because I can like click on your in the call too, no less. I can click on your portrait in the call, and I can. There's a little volume slider that comes up.
Aha! Say stuff.
I am the one, Guadi, who has come. I am the keymaster, you the gatekeeper.
There we go.
Okay, cool.
You think you're still loud enough though?
I mean, ask my wife.
Okay. Little break there, guys. Sorry.
It's just not gonna come out.
Okay, I'm gonna stop this one more final time. Because
It's fine, I'm not fussed.
now you're too quiet.
Oh my god. What have you done?
We'll put you up to 85.
Super
Set up. I don't know. I might have just turned off. They just said let's do it over and over again, so it's okay.
Yep, over and over again.
Let's do it, baby, all night long. Okay, I'm gonna pull.
I didn't bother to because I had the stream up in another window, but I didn't even think to check if the stream was playing the movie sound.
My mic was picking up. We watched the whole movie. I'm just wondering if those final credits, which sucks because I heard you talking and responding to the credits, but So David, what were your thoughts on Blood Diner?
Passion. There was passion here. Passion, creativity.
Yeah.
And they definitely were like, we don't have zombies in this movie yet, so we're gonna get some damn zombies in this movie. And they went for
Step into
it.
Wix.
Whoa.
Welcome to Wix.
Welcome to Wix. Okay, you keep talking. Hold on.
Studio,
Yeah, I
the
think
platform
that-
for
I'm
agencies
definitely
and
sad
enterprises,
about,
and turn
the one
website
fellow who
layouts
died in
into
the car accident thereafter, because I feel like he definitely had the look and the attitude that he would have been in a lot of stuff. Sort of like there's a fella who was in Werewolf. He plays the one archaeologist who is just a total ass to everybody, and he wound up being in a lot of B movies at the time. I feel like he definitely would have. Oh damn! I just hit my elbow on my desk. I feel like he would have had possibly had a career similar to his.
Yeah?
If not for that.
Yep, pretty sad. It was a drummer of his band. I forgot the name of the band. His drummer was driving drunk, though.
Ugh.
Yeah. All right, let's check out the classic trailer to the movie Food Fight. We're not going to watch Food Fight tonight. It's too late. I got to go to bed soon, but...
Fair enough. I mean, I'm still staring at Blood Diner Cut.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you'd have to watch this on the stream. Oh, jeez.
The city comes alive.
His name was Texas, a great detective, and with his
From the executive producer of Blood Diner.
power, devil dance, he would always she vanished. He was a
Duration of this
failure.
trailer.
So he
Quality
stopped
dips
being a
amazingly.
sleuth, cause he couldn't find the truth. Her name is Brenda.
Like, there's a couple really well animated shots in
girl.
there.
And
the
when
rest
she
of it
walked
is just
into his
garbage.
place, wow, the look on every face. But could he trust her? He didn't think so. Something didn't seem quite right. Tell me what's an exobite on dance? The action made them wreck. He lost his love, maybe now his nightclub. But will Dex get after Copa? Copa banana. The hottest
Wayne
spot
Brady.
north
Wayne
of
Brady
Havana.
plays the score.
There's a bunch of big names in this fucking movie. I don't understand.
It's absurd. Isn't Lucy Liu in this?
We'll look it up.
What amounts to a multi-brand production on the rise. Loaded with celebrity voices. What happened?
I think it took them a really long time to finish it, but it was bad. Somebody with money made it and got it out for whatever reason. I don't know what they were thinking when they did it. Maybe he wanted to make a bad movie.
Maybe he was like, this is gonna be the easiest tax write-off ever.
Yeah, I mean, I try to make bad movies. Let's look up all of. Wow, there's a lot of movies called Food Fight. That's dumb.
Yeah, there's a lot of movies called Werewolf too. Shockingly.
Let's. Oh wait. Nope, that's a. Fuck.
Jorge Rivero. That's who I was thinking of. Or is he? Or does he call himself George? Jorge
Depends.
Rivero, born Jorge Rosas in 1938, Mexican actor with a career spanning 2 continents, America and Europe. Yeah, I could totally have seen that guy having a career similar to this guy's. He had a huge...
And he's in a movie called Werewolf.
Yeah, Werewolf. It was made in 1996.
Lawrence Fass.
Also known as Arizona Werewolf, is an American direct-to-video horror film directed by Tony Zarindast and starring Jorge Rivero, Richard Lynch, Federico Cavalli, Adriana Miles, and Joe Estevez. I mean, it's got an Estevez in it. You know it's going to be good.
Oh yeah, those Estevezes. I can't believe this dude made the same guy who made Mortal Kombat or got Mortal Kombat made. Fucking made. I'm still just like.
It really hasn't sunk in yet, has it?
Did he? Oh no, Food Fight's on here. There's an exclamation point at the end of the title, David. That's why.
Oh, my apologies.
Hillary
I
Duff,
should have.
Haley Duff, Charlie Sheen, Ava Longoria, Wayne Brady, Christopher Lloyd, Chris Kattan, Larry Miller, Edward Asner, Jerry Stiller, Christine Baranski, Lawrence
You got Ed
Kasanoff.
Asner in this?
Yes, Harvey Fierstein, Cloris Leachman, Shelley Morrison, Eddie McClurg. Okay, I think we're getting out of the bigger names, but like, what the fuck?
Haley Duff is Sweet Cakes. Shelley Morrison is Lola Frutola.
We might have to watch this one day because
James Arnold Taylor as Dr. C. Nustrix.
Yep.
James Arnold Taylor he's a well-known voice actor.
Yeah, they got Hillary Duff in this shit.
How'd they get Hillary Duff?
She was kind of done by 2012. It took them a long time to get the movie made. But
That's astonishing. Yeah, he's Titus from Final Fantasy X and Ratchet in Ratchet and Clank. And he was in Food Fight.
well, any final thoughts on Blood Diner? It's pretty interesting, right?
After watching it, I feel fulfilled in a lot of ways.
Good.
But it does leave behind a sort of hollowness, knowing that there will not be another movie in the near future that will reach the same apex.
No, I don't know. Try and think of something crazy that I've seen of recent times. I think Fed Alvarez, the guy who did the Evil Dead remake, I think he's kind of He makes some pretty crazy movies. The more recent Texas Chainsaw Massacre was pretty fucking nuts.
Was the Evil Dead remake any good?
Yeah, I loved it. I saw that in theaters when it came out. That movie's 11 years old. Yeah, it was really good, actually. I liked it because it doesn't really... It remade the original, but it didn't fuck with the original. He did his own thing with it. And he... It's kind of like a bad roller coaster. Like, it's just so over-the-top violent and gory.
Did our boy make a cameo in it, Mr. Bruce Campbell?
Bruce Campbell shows up at the very end of the Evil Dead remake during the credits, and he goes, groovy. And then it ends. And that's it. And then the Evil Dead Rise, they're trying to get away from Ash as a character, right?
Sure.
They did his trilogy, and then he did the show. They did 3 seasons of the show, and Bruce Campbell's like, I'm hanging out the chainsaw. So they're getting ready to make 2 more Evil Deads, and they're going to try and turn it into like an anthology series, so you can do different stories. And
okay.
Some people would argue that they want Bruce Campbell. I think the story's simple enough. You have a book that makes people come back as evil demons. You can kind of do your own thing and get some new characters.
Yeah, you could definitely have a couple new signature iconic characters that do wild shit, like get their hand chopped off and replace it with a chainsaw, or just there's a lot of possibilities and crazy stuff that can happen. That's just what happened to Bruce Campbell's character.
You know, and I don't want to spoil it, but the end of the Evil Dead remake, the main girl in it, who kind of takes over for Ash from the original, she gets her hand ripped off, and she ends up using a chainsaw at the end. So, I mean, you can have somebody have a chain. You could keep the chainsaw arm. It just doesn't have to be.
That winds up being, like, the motif that they always go to. Like, this is the hero of Evil Dead. Because she's got a chainsaw for a hand. Like, yeah, I believe that.
I dug Evil Dead Rise. I thought it was pretty good.
Just like Doom always has to have a chainsaw, or the BFG.
And that comes from Evil Dead. That might come from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but...
Right.
I digress. I have some other movies I'm working on. David, have you ever seen Wild Zero?
I've never heard of Wild Zero. It sounded familiar for a second, but I don't think I've ever actually seen it.
It is a Japanese zombie film with a band called Guitar Wolf, and
Guitar Wolf is sick.
Yeah, know who Guitar.
Great name.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say, you know who Guitar Wolf is. They give a young man at one of their shows a whistle to blow when he's in danger, and the young man comes across a town infested with zombies, and he blows a whistle, and so they fight aliens and zombies together.
And what, Guitar Wolf shows up and starts kicking ass?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And that movie came out in 1999 or 2000. I forgot. It's been a while. They're talking about doing a sequel, so we're definitely watching Wild Zero in the near future. I got some other stuff
for the internet.
Oh yeah. So I'm trying to come up with movies that not a lot. I mean, I know people have seen Blood Diner, but not a lot. They used to play at like 3 a.m. on Sci-Fi Channel back in the day.
Oh, gotcha.
It's one of those cult films. So
that's really where a lot of the best cult obsessions come from. Like, I mean, that's the whole reason why I got into anime was Vampire Hunter D on the Sci-Fi Channel.
I think I watched a movie called Armitage on Sci-Fi, and that's the first time I saw.
Armitage was sick.
Yeah, Armitage is cool. What was it? Akira, which is like one of the biggest animes ever. That was the first time I saw Akira. Was on the Sci-Fi Channel. They're still.
Leave me alone.
They're doing a live action Akira. I started seeing pictures for that.
Are they really?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Japanese. I could be wrong on that.
I hope they can pull it off. I didn't dislike the Battle Angel Alita live action thing. I feel like they could have done it either way, as like a live action or as a CG. Completely.
I loved Battle Angel Alita.
Yeah, I didn't dislike it at all. A lot of people were griping about her eyes, but she is like an unnatural thing.
She's a Martian cyborg. Yeah, she's not human.
Yeah. Not even remotely.
Did you know Edward Norton was at the end of that movie?
No.
He plays I forgot his name. The guy up in Tiferes or whatever. He's that guy.
Oh, no way.
Nova. He's Nova.
Well, damn.
I had no clue. So I had to like see it online and be like, that was Edward Norton? Like I had no idea.
If I go back and watch it, maybe I'll tell, but I remember feeling the same way when I was watching Tropic Thunder and Tom Cruise's character came on.
Yeah, I didn't know that was Tom Cruise the first time I saw Tropic Thunder either.
See, that's so weird because I knew immediately that it was Tom Cruise, but everybody that I went with said, "Dude, there's no way," and they called me crazy.
Oh no, you can tell. Once you know, you know.
Yeah.
It's funny because my wife and I showed her Tropic Thunder recently because she had never seen it and she thought it was really good, and I was like, we were talking about it and she's like, I can't believe this movie hasn't been canceled yet, and sure enough they're trying to cancel it now, and Ben Stiller's like, I'm not apologizing for this movie.
No, the part of the whole, especially with RDJ's performance as Osiris Lincoln.
Yeah,
that was the whole point of his character, was that they were making fun of method actors who think they can do that. That's why they had the other black actor there, who's like, "What do you mean, you people?" Like all of that was perfectly played, exactly the way that it should be.
Yeah, I don't think they were being insulting at all.
No, I know for a fact that Jamie Foxx liked it.
Yeah, that movie's hilarious. I like Satan's Alley. The Satan's Alley trailer makes me crack.
Yes.
They got Tobey Maguire.
With Tobey Maguire.
I don't want this to sound homophobic, but back in the day, back around 2005, actually maybe
Here we go.
2004, on Zynga, the first time I ever saw the trailer for Brokeback Mountain, I thought it was a joke. I posted it on my Zynga. I said, "This is the funniest shit I've ever seen. This is great."
I feel like that's exactly what they were going for with Satan's Alley, though.
They were making fun of Brokeback Mountain, yeah.
Yeah, they're just like, this is actors trying to play a role like this that they can get an Oscar. That's all that they're trying to do.
And somebody can misconstrue that as me being homophobic, but honestly, I'm a straight guy, I have a wife and kids and stuff, but I feel like if I were gay, I would be insulted. Why wouldn't... I think it's almost more...
They get gay actors?
Yeah, why wouldn't they get somebody that's
straight, big blockbuster actors?
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind... I guess I don't mind a straight person playing a gay person, but it's weird and Hollywoodized and forced, and they're like, let's have a gay story about cowboys. It's a little... I don't know.
But let's fail to be as genuine as possible.
Yeah. Thank you. That sounds a lot less
again,
homophobic.
I can't claim to speak for the LGBTQ, all of it. That's how I would feel if somebody was trying to portray. I've seen that sort of thing in like all the classics when someone's trying to depict a gamer in a movie or a show.
Yeah,
they're like
yeah,
hammering the buttons or something, and I'm like, that's stupid.
Yeah, you're insulting me. I know how this shit works. That's another movie. I forgot what it's called. Have you ever heard about like Tom Hanks, like one of his very first movies?
Are you talking about Mazes and Monsters?
Yes. Have you seen that?
Boy. I have seen Mazes and Monsters.
Did you know that movie's based?
Watch it again.
That movie's based on a true story. There was a kid playing D&D and he got lost in.
The Satanic Panic of the time.
Well, but a kid in college got lost in the broiler room underneath a big college campus.
Wow.
And that's why they made that movie.
And then they were just like, oh yeah, he was delusional or whatever.
Well, one example, but that puts a bad stigma on, yeah. All right, man. Well, I'm going to go hang out with my kid and get him in bed. It's getting late. Thank you so much for coming on our show, David, and showing me that I can use Discord on here.
'Twas an absolute pleasure, sir.
Actually, before I let you go, when we're on Discord, can we have more than one person call us?
Yes.
What the fuck? So if we're playing Baldur's...
Sorry, go on.
If we're playing Baldur's Gate 3, we can have a party of 4 and have like an old school like D&D party playing the game together?
Yeah, you bet your ass you can.
Do you have Baldur's Gate?
I do not. I've been waiting on it because I got to... my wife wants to get it as well to play through it. And I've got to install her new SSD before she can play it properly.
Right on. Yeah, I was holding off on Baldur's Gate. I want Baldur's Gate 3 and I want to play Starfield. And I know a lot of people don't like Starfield either, but...
I'm neutral on Starfield, personally. If it winds up being fun by the time I play it, I'll get it, but I was in no great hurry to grab it.
Yeah, Bethesda games are, you know... most of the games I bought on this PC so far, I got New Vegas, Oblivion, and Morrowind, and Daggerfall.
Right.
So I've been playing those. And then I got Project... Do you have Project Zomboid?
I do have Project Zomboid.
Sweet. Okay, so the next
And I
time...
know at least one person who would love to play it with us.
Hey, if you can get a crew together, I would like to do a Project Zomboid episode in the near future. And I'm not very good at it, but I just think the idea of us...
Bro, neither am I. I die constantly.
Well, the idea of us being like in a zombie apocalypse with our stupid selves, I feel like would be pretty funny for a little bit.
I would just be housekeeping.
I found a bar.
You guys.
I found a bar in one of my playthroughs, and I was hanging out in there.
Well, it's always the same map.
Yeah.
It's, so it's not like randomly generated or anything.
No, I know where the bar is.
Yeah. That's, well, good for you. I'm glad you'll be coming home late.
All right, buddy. Well, thank you so much for calling in tonight.
Of course, long-time viewer, first-time caller. I love you.
All right. Thank you.
I love the reflex. Yeah, I love... Hold on. Take it easy, man.
All right. Bye, buddy. Love you, too. I gotta love you in, too. All right, guys. Blood Diner. Check it out on VHS from Lightning Video if you can get a copy. Classic, 1987 B flick, one of a kind. If you're watching this on YouTube, I don't have the rights to it. I'm starting to learn how to get the rights to movies, so maybe one day I'll be able to show Blood Diner again. There's kind of a loophole on Twitch. It's not super cool of me to play movies on here, but I can kind of get away with it right now. But that was it. So when we watch a movie, I'm going to try to advertise it better. You guys got to follow me if you want to see these movies. We will play some more movies in the future, but it's kind of a one-time deal. It's kind of like you're at my house watching a movie with me, and then it's done, you know. I don't want to put it out there permanently. I have issues with that. But if you did tune in tonight, or if you just enjoyed our commentary, look up Blood Diner on Amazon. It's not very much money. Vestron has been releasing a lot of their older movies, so you can check that out. Check out Food Fight. Check out Mortal Kombat. Paul Anderson. We talked about Mortal Kombat. I just showed Charlie Mortal Kombat the other day for the first time, and he dug it. He was kicking around. He kicked the dog. He Liu Kang'd the dog at one point, and the dog, like, went flying across the room. It was a big deal. All right. Thank you guys for watching Resident Chicken Zero. We'll be back next week. We have a very fun episode planned next week as well. I don't know about any guests. Charlie might be in here for a little bit, but next week, tune in. Combat with a K, David. Don't misspell Mortal Kombat again in my presence. That was right around the time David and I became homies. That was like probably my favorite movie. Mortal Kombat movie. The original Mortal Kombat movie. 1995. People are like, Resident Evil this. Great game series, not such a good movie series, but Mortal Kombat? It's like Mortal Kombat. Event Horizon's really good, underrated. Event Horizon, Hellraiser in space, and then Resident Evil. And I don't know where Monster Hunter falls in, but I liked Monster Hunter too. Okay. Good night. Oh, I forgot to load. Hold on, I have to make a scene to end my... This is so embarrassing. Can you guys still hear me while I'm in the abyss? It's so hot in here. That is not the scene I wanted to add. It's kind of bunched. God bless it. Why is it so hard? Okay, add a media file. Is it because I already have a media source in here? This is a really bad yeah, ending to our show. I didn't have enough. You know what? This is how we can end the episode tonight, friends. Hold on. Don't listen, don't listen. David, you're gonna love this. Yes, Sam Neill. Another good Sam Neill flick, Possession. It's the most stressful fucking movie I've ever seen in my life. You never look at Dr. Grant the same again. What's up? Come in. What What can I do for you? Did you want to say goodnight to everybody before I play the game over screen?
Bye everybody. Like that video, like, subscribe, ring the bell, and the heart.
Good job. Hey, go brush your teeth.
Okay, let me guess, that's my bedtime?
Yeah.
No! Right when I'm just gonna watch a video,
Go brush your teeth.
it's always quick.
Go brush your teeth. Leave that door open, man. I'm sweating. It's hot in here. All right.